Welcome to my desk research presentation. The topic I chose is how can digital interactions involving music enhance international students' experience of learning new languages? My demographic focus is the international students whose first language is not English, and the reason is because almost 80% of the international students in Australia do not speak English as their primary language. Many international students are in stress mode, and they are usually the quiet minority who do not fully utilize the local community services to support their mental health. Traditional language education usually does not focus on speaking and listening skills, and some of the students have started using music to improve their language learning experience. The desk research will seek to find out the factors that influence the international students to choose music as a tool for language learning and if the current technologies can satisfy their needs. Language difficulties can become a problem to cross-cultural learning and living because many international students lack listening skills or confidence and fluency in expression, which can lead to poor performance in class and difficulties of making cross-cultural friends. Better understanding of this topic can greatly improve the international students' ability to adapt to local culture and life. It is also connected with ECD's focus on fostering meaningful emotional engagement as we investigate how music can help with their social inclusivity and cultural belongings. By exploring music's general ability of breaking language barriers, I believe that ECD-focused digital interactions have a high possibility of turning language anxiety into motivation for language learning. I mainly use Google Scholar to find relevant articles. When I cannot get access, I will use UTS Library. The keywords including international students, music, language learning, listening, traditional language learning, challenges, use music, app, digital interactions are used in different stages. In order to know their experience with music, determine research direction, understand their situation, explore the relationships between music and languages, as well as the commercial products. I reviewed about 27 papers, but some of them are unused because they have similar findings or beyond my research area. Jia and Coco conducted a survey. The results showed that the international students who prefer more English songs perform better in adapting the local life and culture. Native language songs and English songs have different impacts and purposes, mainly for stress relief and stimulating happiness, respectively. This finding reminds me of the importance of music as an emotional regulator. So, how and why can music work in this way? And if music has a direct relationship with language? Cross Bilbao et al. Stated that the negative emotions would make students avoid interactions, preventing the language study. However, music can minimize these obstacles by enhancing positive feelings. In addition, music can help the international students to find the common points in diverse cultures and to smooth the cultural transitions. However, Benari et al. Also argued that highly rely on music to avoid social interaction may deepen loneliness and have stronger negative feeling, which make it more difficult for them to adapt to new environments in the long term. It is also important to admit the connections between language and music. Our brain uses the similar neural module to deal with music and language. There is evidence that music functions can facilitate language functions and vice versa. Rhythm and tone sensitivity can directly improve language learning by sharpening sound awareness, which is crucial for reading and writing development. Therefore, we can conclude that music does have the relationship with emotion and language, but how does it compare to traditional teaching methods? Music-driven methods can replace traditional duplicate learning tasks with interesting and engaging things, which can keep them motivated. It can also help them remember words and grammar better than just reading along through promoting multisensory learning. What's more, it can connect them with today's society, enhancing cultural understanding and vocabularies in the long term. However, another study pointed its limitations. It does not pay attention on paper practice, so they might struggle with spelling and grammar rules. It can be a distractor as background music when studying, which indicates that music types and environments may influence the learning results. I believe that music-driven language learning have the potential to enhance language persistence, but we need to be careful when choosing music types. There are some apps have started combining music and language learning. Slion's karaoke can make language learning fun and effective by using karaoke theming. According to Murrah et al., the student test score improved about 20% after using it 1 week, as they can get real-time feedback and improve pronunciation and vocabulary. Although it helps short-term skills, long-term fluency depends on consistent practice. Passive listeners may lose the chance on deeper exercises. LingoClip turned music into interesting interaction games to enhance users' language skills. Many students feel it was more attractive as they can fit their own needs through an engaging way by filling the lyrics, karaoke mode, and adjusting the difficulty levels. But they also reported frequent ads was annoying, which can discourage long-term learning and motivation. Lyrica uses information cards to make the learning experience connected with the cultural background, supporting the users adapt to the local community. In addition, the interactive ways of choosing the correct translated lyrics, multiple choice questions, and lyrics arrangement raise their participation. It also has a teacher module for the teachers to follow their students' progress, satisfying the students' different needs. But this may also cause negative effects because of the fear of falling behind. Stunter uses a more structured way by offering different stages, such as listening practices and translating the lyrics, and different difficulty levels to maintaining the user's engagement. However, this structured way may reduce the freedom of exploration, leading to lower flexibility. Another app called FluentU provides virtual flashcard decks and personalized recommendations to remind regular study and consolidate memories. What's more, it uses music videos from the real world, helping the users to connect with the real situation. In summary, these apps offer the international students with an easy learning environment through different interactive ways. However, the premium membership that most apps have will limit the user's experience to some degrees, and there are spaces for improvement in how to attract users in the long term and make their learning experience better. After the desk research, I noticed that different types of music may have different impacts on language learning. The next step I would take is to investigate how the differences between music types would influence in the motivation and inspiration of language learning, and how can we help international students to establish a long-term habits of using music interactions to learn languages. This will require the real voices from the international students, and are prepared to conduct a survey to identify their preferences of fast-paced or slow-paced music to concentrate on learning. If there is a certain type of music that will make them feel anxious or distracted, if their motivation will increase when listening to foreign language songs with clear lyrics, the feature that makes them more willing to use music to study in the long term. And here's my reference list. Thank you for watching.